Broadcast live from this year's African Mining Indaba, 6 to 9 February, live from the Cape Town International Convention Centre. SABC News, independent, impartial.
Debt management company Debt Buster says consumers are battling to make ends meet and are resorting to loans to supplement their income. It released the fourth quarter debt index for the year 2022, which showed that consumers are now facing up to their debt. The report also shows that consumers spend about 63% of their income to service debt.
The National Debt Awareness Month started this week, and Debt Buster says it is impressed by the resilience of consumers to deal with their financial situation. The impact of several years of no salary increases, the high interest rate and inflation are dealing a heavy blow on consumers' finances. Consumers are also spending more money on food, electricity and transport, and many consumers are seeking unsecured loans in order to supplement their income. Debt-to-income ratio was at 161% high among consumers earning 20,000 rand a month.
What we've seen is the absolute resilience of the South African consumer in sort of wanting to deal with their debt. So we see about 53% increase in terms of inquiries made about debt counseling, about 130% increase in terms of consumers signing up to online debt management tools. So for us, that's an indication that consumers more than ever are serious about dealing with their debt. The second finding is that, the compounding effect of several years of lack of salary increases, as well as inflation, as well as interest rate increases, has now really come together in terms of the impact on the consumer. I'm not even including things like petrol increases and electricity.
About 96% of consumers who applied for debt counseling had a personal loan, and the size of unsecured loans has increased by 31% compared to a few years ago.
It's going to be really difficult for consumers to be able to service everything that they need to service from a debt perspective. Already we're seeing that, consumers need about 2/3 of their net income when they come to debt counseling. They need that to service their debt. And with as interest rate increases, that amount that they need to service their debt also increases, because unfortunately half of the debt, at least half, is coming from really high interest rate, on average 23% unsecured debt for consumers. So more increases will mean essentially less money in our pockets.
Debt Buster says that it has seen an increase of 130% in consumers who are seeking debt counseling, and has reiterated that debt counseling can assist consumers to reduce the interest rate charged for unsecured debt. Naledi Matlapeng, SABC News, Johannesburg.